How you doing? My name is Franklin Cruz. You are listening to Real Estate Geniuses. We are going to be going over what are the top seller questions that I have seen and heard, doing over 100 face-to-face conversations with sellers, with deals from land, big, small, and properties. So here are some top ones. What if I owe more on my mortgage than the home's value? So if you owe more than what is actually owed, typically that's called like a short sale status, or your property is just the value is extremely low and you owe more than what the value is at, right? So if you owe more than what the property is worth, that's typically like a short sale. Sometimes what we can do is we can negotiate with the bank. We can negotiate to find a solution that's a win-win scenario for you, for us, for all parties in advance. Sometimes they'll actually even pay you to leave the property. It's called cash for keys or deed for keys, that the lender will actually do for you because they don't want to go through the foreclosure process either. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. They would rather just say, hey, give us the keys, sign it over, no harm, no foul, we'll give you some money to move. Or if it's a deal that we could work out, then we'll do the same thing. But we have no clue. Every situation's a little bit different. What if I want to sell and stay in my home a little bit longer? So we offer flexible closing. So if you want, I've just recently did this. So somebody needed money to move out, go to their mother's home because their mother's elderly. It was Rhonda at a property. And what we decided to do, say, look, why don't you go to that property and we'll pay you $10,000 now and we'll finish the property and then we'll pay you the difference within X amount of days or X amount of months, whatever we agree upon, win-win scenario. So, or we could do a small leaseback. We don't like doing large leasebacks just because, at the end of the day, we're trying to move on this property, and cash and money, there's interest on our money as well. So we have to make sure we're in, out, moving forward, and then moving in the positive direction. How long does it take to sell a home that needs repairs? So I have no clue. Everything depends, right? So we haven't done a full evaluation on your property. So it can take a little bit of time, or it could take a traditional way. It could take months, right? Somebody's got to get a mortgage. Somebody's got to figure it out and move forward, right? If it needs repairs, a lot of times people can't get traditional mortgages. So now it's going to take a lot longer because now you got to find a cash buyer. They're going to give you a lot lower. And then you don't know if they're going to even close. For us, we're true investors. If you find somebody who's a certified true investor or certified true developer, they actually, when we say we're closing, we're closing. When we're saying we're doing something creative, we can do something creative. When we're saying, hey, we're going to give you a little bit of money now and money later, that's what we're going to do. So what are the cash buyers looking for in a home? So what we're looking for, and a lot of times, it's not just saying, hey, we want to make as much money as possible. No, our biggest thing is we've got to create a win-win-win scenario. So for a cash buyer or what I call a true investor, right, like us, we focus on the home's condition or the land's condition. We focus on what's the potential value. If it's a home, what's the potential value after the repairs? Or if it's land, what is the value if we can do X, X, or X? Like if we could put a gas station there because it's close to I-4 or close to a major intersection, what's possible there? But we haven't finished any studies. We don't know if there's wetland issues, or contamination issues, environmental site assessment issues. We got no idea. And there's certain protocols you need per every municipality to build. We don't know. When it comes down to a home, it's the exact same thing. If the property needs work, we're going to have to evaluate the property, figure it out, see exactly what we can do to the property. And so our offer is going to be based upon what is the state and what is the potential for that property. So that's why I say we don't know. So you can't just say, oh, we're going to max out the property and max out the profit, because that's not accurate. We really don't know. That's why I say, look, the goal is simple. We're trying to just create a win-win-win scenario. A win for you, a win for us, and a win for whoever is going to end up with the property. If it's us, great. or if it's a tenant, or if it's somebody that we sell the property to, it's got to be a 3-win scenario. Can I sell my home even if it's been on the market for months with no offers? Yes. If it's even as slow as a snail, yes, you can still sell the home. We work with homeowners. So if you've got trouble selling it for months, we can offer you a true offer, and avoid all these delays. But you've also got to be realistic. I mean, there's an old saying that pride comes for the fall, right? And so what I notice is saying, look, if pride comes for the fall, that means there's a number issue. And you need to be honest and transparent with where you're at with documentation. For example, I was just talking to an individual, and I'll even showcase this property. He's got this site right here, 3.5 acres. This site, if it was approved for affordable housing, maybe $1.1 million, right? Possibly. But the only thing is, if you check out this site, this is why you want to do due diligence. Look, it's right next to CIX. You're going to hear this all the time, train tracks and everything else. And it's in a normal neighborhood. He wants $3.5 million for this property. He's out of his mind. He just doesn't know. So he is going to go through this process of, can I sell the property even if I have no offer? He has no offers on this property. Nobody wants to buy it. And he's had this on the market for I think it's been over a year almost. So no, it's not going to work for him at all. But sometimes people don't see that. And so what they see is just what they think. And they're not seeing the bigger picture. All right, so that is the end. You can go to our website, True Fast Offer, if you're a seller of properties. If you're somebody that's like, Franklin, I really want to get started. I really want to actually be a true investor, actually evaluate properties, see properties. You can go to trueinvestors.com as well. Or if you want to be a developer, truedevelopers.com. My name is Franklin Cruz from True Investors, and I'm out.